And now we get to reign in the top 8, where we have some perhaps surprise entrants, you could say. Gaia has made it all the way from the Midlands into the top 8 with Steve to take on Octave, one of our top 8 seeds from Scotland. So let's simply have a look what's going to happen in game 1, putting the TNT on top of the blocks to immediately say, do not attack me or there will be an explosive.
Stay away or you will pay is the message sent there by Gaia, building a wall and not bringing it down. The Gallagher was thrown out by Octave there to try and bring it down, but I don't believe it did much damage. You got to see though there, that forward air thrown against the blocks was enough to break it down, and there we go, double up against the percentage of the Minecraft monster, who can once again establish a brilliantly big zone. And what a rebound by Octave. So bold to destroy that key straight at the wall in defiance of the defenses erected by Steve.
And now the Hydrant pushing PAC-MAN right into the path of that crafting table. Almost too close to even down smash it or something, but the bell's in hand, so there's your up smash. The first stock goes to Octave.
Untouched is the master of the maze. Octave getting a beautiful confirm there off the bell. The PAC-MAN classic. Gaia trying to take the bell, but not quite getting anything done with it, as we see the brilliant data of PAC-MAN coming straight out and boxing with Steve, which the blocky gamer is getting absolutely bashed at the moment. A full stock down, which isn't normally the situation you would assume would be happening with Steve, but Octave is not having any of it. You can play as defensive if you want. PAC-MAN is coming. I can benefit from defense as well. And here we go again. Gallagher's back out, Recore, and looking to try and start something again.
The resources are looking really low on Gaia right now, though, upgrading the sword, and it still only gave him the stone access. And now with the irons being used on a minecart, there's only one left. He simply needs to get behind that wall and mine as much as he can, but the diamond is now available. But PAC-MAN's bell is one of those best moves for getting around Steve's tools in the game, and the lingering F-smash, similarly effective.
What an idea. Steve's known for just being able to do that, just F-smash through his own blocks, but there it was PAC-MAN who wanted to do it! Oh, just missing the F-smash, not quite on the mark. An up-smash, you know for a fact would have done it, but we saw there a sign that Steve's defenses, while effective, aren't quite as managed as they could be.
Octave just stood there,
Octave
doing nothing!
And as I was about to talk about low resources, Octave absolutely says, no, it does not matter, key is here, but straight away it goes. Octave allowed Gaia to refill resources, and here we go, back air saying, I don't care, you can have steel, you can have stone, you could even bring the sun, but I do not care. Ooh, lovely minecart getting straight in Octave's face. Yeah. And
I don't know if Octave a little too overconfident with it. Like, yes, you've got a stock lead, but you've got a stock lead against Steve. Yeah. If he has diamonds for the rest of that match, it could very much disappear in an instant.
Absolutely. The devastation Diamond can bring is certainly nothing to sneeze at, but the iron blocks once again coming out as Octave again is just like, just do what you want, mining away. The bell wanting it to bounce through the platform, you gotta believe, but not quite doing what was intended there. Diamond is on deck, and so is Octave getting back on stage after that collision, and another one sends Steve off stage.
Wait, steady on. God. Oh, clanking with the anvil. The hitbox of PAC-MAN up B is strong enough to not get knocked out by the anvil, possibly because Steve was detached from it at that point, making it weaker than it would have been if Steve was standing on it, but pinballing between those blocks into an apple. Octave untouched so far on the stock count.
I am bemused by these interactions we're seeing coming out here. Just the fact that Gaia is just bouncing back and forth, and calm as a cucumber, an apple assault is launched by Octave to try and unseat Gaia, and it happens. You just don't see stuff like that very often. Look at that, here we go, Gallagher is bringing the damage. That confirm was beautiful. Leaping out of that minecart there is Steve just to catch that orange, that projectile neutralized, but back out, first stopping the minecart, and now not quite stopping Steve, who is able to launch Octave again. Ooh, going low with a side B to get back up there is Octave.
So now, absolutely taking the high ground. Gaia had a little bit of a tower going on just in case Octave did anything other than the highest recovery possible. But the diamond back air will finally take a stock, and the diamond is still here to do a little more damage. Oh, just too little percent for that F smash to connect. Gaia getting away by the skin of his teeth there, Hobunks.
A little bit of a chunky charge there, certainly. Anything less would have spelt the end, potentially, of that first game, because PAC-MAN can absolutely decimate with those ghostly friends of his. Here we go, though. Keep bouncing it back again. It's almost as if Octave is playing with his food there. Throwing the key, which he knows at this point is going to bounce straight back, but not really caring. Apple's going to launch Hydrant, and then throw it to Hydrant, takes game one. What a mastery, a brilliant knowledge of PAC-MAN's interactions with the items and just how Block's going to work with these different projectiles PAC-MAN has. A beautiful display there by Octave, calm as a cucumber, powerful as anything, takes game one over the controversial Minecraft monster.
Mastery of the Steve matchup, as you say, but it makes sense. Where does Maze Beans live, after all? You know, Gaia perhaps our best Steve in England, but Maze Beans definitely the best of the UK, based up in Scotland with Octave. The likes of Kerbo, Octave, they get more Steve experience than anyone else in this country, and clearly it's paying off. If you can deal with the best, then the second best might have an uphill climb, but Gaia's still very competent in his own right.
Yeah,
so,
really
second attempt here in game two. Can you do a little bit more damage on Octave and his kitchen mittens?
Let's just see what happens here, because Gaia, and so pardon me, Octave, it felt like our first game was a little bit playing with his food. Like, but again, as you say, very deep knowledge of that Steve matchup because of the fact that Maze Beans is in Octave's home country. But you got to think here, as soon as Gaia starts taking advantage of the fact that Octave, again, is incredibly confident in this matchup, quite evidently, it could be a little bit of a different situation here. Lovely jab into fair, followed up by a back air, and things are looking a lot more confident for Gaia this second game. F throw, while that TNT lurks above, building something. A lovely platform to stunt any recovery, and then wandering back into the blast.
All right, so Gaia, I like the idea, you know, cover the platform, don't do any ledge get-ups, but if you're going to bomb yourself, well, you know what, maybe it doesn't matter. Gaia's still firmly in the lead, building half the house, but Octave with the perfect net to say, oi, this is my house,
absolutely.
Get out of it!
Absolutely blocking PAC-MAN in, but no stranger to mazes is the PAC-MAN getting straight out of it with, again, a confident interaction just to deal with everything Steve can do, which we've learned over the past 24 hours especially, is an awful, awful lot. Here we go, back air breaking the wall, and the minecart, perhaps the wrong way, but there we go, ooh, just a hair off, and well, the hair is taken off.
That. Punished by death for missing the angle on that side B of PAC-MAN. Well, that is a lead for Gaia, but it's not as comfortable as it was the other way around. But if you can do a free 69%, go ahead and do it. You might just get a fair spike and kill off it.
There we go. The Devastation Diamond can bring a stupidly strong spike there as both forward airs meet their mark, and PAC-MAN meets his maker. One more try to try and take a stock off Gaia. This is a complete reverse of what we saw. But there we go.
We've had some silly little hits there. We've had the late F smash nearly kill. We've had the melon actually kill. It wasn't even the direct throw. Can you get back up to stage safely? No, you get up into an up tilt back air. One of the favorite things of any Steve player to do.
Absolutely. There we go. Confident F smash. Diamond just showing its worth there, as you would expect. PAC-MAN highlighted by Octave there. It was, as I said, the complete reverse of game one. A lot more sure on Gaia's behalf, and when you've got Enderman as your character, it's hard to not be incredibly confident, you know. It is just a testament to how strong Steve is and how composed Gaia is, because that first game, it was pretty lopsided towards Octave, and to be able to keep that mentality when you're fighting against a character, you know, we talk about Steve being a strange one, PAC-MAN's also equally odd. To be able to bring it back and then pretty much just decimate your opponent again straight after, that shows strength of mindset and amazing confidence in the character. Octave opting to play with the food the first game, and the food has bitten straight back.
Yep, so Octave with all the experience in the world against Steve, but you're still fighting against the newly crowned official #1 on the tier list, and sometimes it is a lot to deal with. What is this music choice from Octave? He's saying, we need to finish this match right now! This is the final 60 seconds. I'm going to finish you in under a minute, says Octave. Well, let's see if he can do that in the Steve PAC-MAN matchup.
Absolutely funny musical choices here as we go to Pokemon Stadium, the Northeast's favorite stage here, ablazing with the lovely TKO logo here at Knockout.
Spelling it with the TNT, by the way, the TNT KO.
Very good, very nice. Intentional, I would hope. You would very much hope. Here we go, as you would hope to get out of a situation like that, climbing high into the sky on the end of a stone pickaxe. Just percentage, so reliable, so free, and so very frustrating when you get caught in it. You know exactly what's coming. But here we go, Octave trying to set up a ledge trap situation, but straight back out of it is Gaia. Ooh, the hydrant maybe coming a little bit back to bite Octave there. There we go though, bonking the head of PAC-MAN off those blocks, but not finding a big hit to finish things off quite yet. Gaia is.
I love the anvil to know that Octave was going to go on the aggressive. Just get that one for your troubles, and I'm going to start comboing you again. Anvil crushing the cranium of PAC-MAN there. He's all heads. What do you do if you have a stone anvil land on you? That's just it. You cease to exist.
Genuinely, you are done for, but that up smash is going to solidify things. Breaking the brain with a fair, and then some burning the feet below. PAC-MAN has had an attack on all fronts here as Gaia is once again looking incredibly confident in this matchup. Oh, blah. Big anvil again, but just not managing to find a kill. Big percent, here we are though. Ooh, Ghosts coming out to scare Gaia that a little bit more as Octave looks to take, again, the first stock.
And again, let's not undersell. This would be a big upset if Gaia would have pulled this off. I don't think he's had a major top 8 since Super Smash Point in February of last year. Pretty much marking the 1-year anniversary, but back on form right now against a top 8 seed like Octave, representing Scotland here in the northeast of England. And this is looking fairly hopeless for Octave right now.
Yeah, it's certainly an uphill battle. Just there we see that's PAC-MAN's strongest projectile, and you're just going to parry there, and then no tools needed, says Gaia as the up tilt comes out. The bell's missing its mark, but Gaia certainly is not as of yet. Oh, these players swinging at each other. These stocks want to come off each one. Oh, bouncing so high as the hydrant, but low goes Octave with
no way! The stone block is there to save Gaia's life, and the hydrant pushing him away from another potential down smash. Octave getting so unlucky with the situations that are happening right now. Gaia will finally lose that stock to a back air, but he's looking so happy right now.
Yeah, genuinely. Just the shake of the head, the little shake of the head you saw in the player cam, but the head might be shaking a little bit more after you just take 55% from PAC-MAN off of that Gallagher conversion. Here we go, it's back out again, but the minecart is as well. There we go. I don't need to spike, I can simply strike you straight in the head with that pickaxe. The devastation of Diamond continues as Gaia flips the script on Octave continually in that game too, setting himself up to take the set potentially and move forward to a guaranteed 5th place here at the main event.
So, having a rethink about that music choice, maybe it didn't incite as much panic in Gaia as he wanted. Maybe saying, stop mining, you need to go fat. No, we're going worse. We are having strictly inferior music with 25 meters. Octave saying, if I'm going to go out of top 8 right now, I'm going to make sure it's not going in the highlight reel. Well, enjoy, fellas and gentlemen and ladies and everyone else in the chat.
Please subscribe for more acapella covers coming to you. Here we go. Once again, erected is the wall, and the Gallagher is going to result in a massive blast from the TNT. Less than 10 seconds into the game. Here we go. Octave looking to get going, but Steve is striking straight back with that sword.
I shouldn't be biased, should I? Maybe there's some huge 25 meters fans in chat, you know? Maybe someone passed their music exam by doing those 4 notes on piano.
Maybe.
I know, I tried to do Chocolate Rain once. Here
we go, the spike comes out from the forward aerial again, and the Gallagher is just flying out every single time. Left tilt to go through the block again. Steve's usually one taking advantage of that technique, but this time it's PAC-MAN looking to throw out the Gallagher. I love the attempt to be like, no, I'm going to clank with you with the Gallagher, but it's not quite enough to stop the attack from Steve, which came in there. The reverse upside down.
Here we go. As soon as the crafting table respawns, no, actually Gaia didn't want it that time. He was mining for diamond earlier, got grabbed out of it by Octave, has had the opportunity since, but hasn't even attempted it, and now that stock is gone!
There we go, the precise path brought out by PAC-MAN, which last game did not serve to be nearly as effective as it was there, but Diamond is always reliable here as Gaia is swinging wildly, looking to confirm things, but instead it's Gallagher once again, the spaceship swinging, and PAC-MAN able to follow up nicely.
The dash attack from Diamond is enough to break the Hydrant in one hit, so is the F-Smash. Diamond Steve does not see Fire Hydrant as a threat. It is his projectile, and you've got to deal with it, Octave.
We are. Bell out again, looking for another F-Smash. You've got to have a think here, but things are looking, again, a little bit reversed for how they were. Ooh, I like the attempt, the block, almost barreling things straight back at Steve, but Octave was ready to take advantage. The Bell is back, and
no, though!
Not able to follow up.
Can't be grabbing Gaia if he's on top of a platform as easily like that. So no follow-up, and F-Smash probably would have connected, and now the Bell is out of play once again. Full stock lead for Octave, but we saw what happened last time the Octave had a full stock lead. Just sat there and watched.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we are. Nothing coming out there, looking for that down smash just to, probably to kill. Let's be real, big hit. There we go, the Diamond is going to come out again, just blast the Hydrant away. But Gaia is looking a little bit on the back for this time. Low resources and a motivated Octave, but there's your opportunity. Take it while you can. The Magma Block's going to create it for you. Here we go, up till... Oh,
well. Saying that one for all the Android fans. There's the apple. Straight to the cranium, and now on last stock is Gaia, but the Diamond is readily available. Doing a wood combo for now though, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there we go.
Lower knockback means more safety in getting that combo finished, and then you can go for Diamond afterwards.
There we go. Oh my lord, just a bounce. PAC-MAN looked like a pinball, more so than an actual carry there, just bouncing from block to block. But here we go, Gaia striking again, just swinging through the strawberry, and here we are. The minecart comes out, but really effective dodge there from Octave. Here we go, Hydrant's coming out. And oh my lord, the block actually bounced things the wrong way there. Guy, you got to think, wanted to just take advantage of that Hydrant bouncing, but not quite finding it. Keys coming out, slowed by the Hydrant. What?
And simply using Gold Minecart as a movement tool to come in for a F-Air, but the up smash does not connect from Octave, just a little too short. Really feels like something was brewing. Yeah, get on that platform. Do not engage with this. Gaia goes the wrong way, nearly ends up in the Bell, gets a Fire Hydrant for his trouble, but it's still so scary to see it right there.
Absolutely. There we go, the down smash is going to secure it off that Steve recovery. The Eltria actually not managing to make his hitbox. And there we go, Gaia glides gracefully into the blast zone after a big boost from some ghastly ghouls brought out by PAC-MAN. This is a Game 5 situation in a set which has been far different, I think, from how we could have possibly envisioned it.
Yeah, there hasn't been a single close game in it, and yet they've made it to Game 5 regardless. It's just, I think the next stock will tell us how the rest of the set is going to go. Whoever takes it first might just run away with the whole thing. Again, Gaia looking to be the second Steve in top 6. Maze Beans is already there. Octave looking to be one of the 3 Scottish players in contention. Kerbo is also at the same stage in losers side 7th. Only Maze Beans in winners. They both contribute towards the same Maze Beans type goal. Scotland or Steve, pick your fighter.
Absolutely, here we go. We're getting maybe perhaps a bit more interesting choice in music here.
They're going to go for environmental noises, aren't they?
Environmental noise. Oh.
It's the only way to get less music than 25M.
Like, look at all this. We got all this lovely music on display.
They could pick Gamer from WarioWare. It's got nothing.
Let's see. Genuinely, I'm just very interested to see where we go. We've gone past Electroplankton. What's coming out? Can't decide what to eat.
We can decide on Manjaros pretty easily when we're at Team Knockout events. Middlesbrough, you can say what you like about the town, but oh, the takeaways. Anyway, we get tomorrow's passion from Captain Rainbow.
Absolutely no shortage of snackage potential here in the home city of Team Knockout, but there's plenty of food for thought as we start off this final game in this set. The wolf came straight out.
We may have Captain Rainbow music, but can Octave beat the allegations? It's here in Game 5, and the Fire Hydrant is already on its way. Someone call 999.
Straight out into the off stage is PAC-MAN sending Steve there, but straight back does the Enderman return. A lovely neutral air to counteract the minecart, which was coming quite quickly. But there we are. Let's have a look. There's TNT set up, and genuinely, Octave is just like, nah, I don't really, no, that's not for me. I love the attempt, though, aiming that Gallagher that little bit higher to make sure it's going to connect with Steve.
Ooh.
But that's not going to be enough to quite finish it there.
Wow.
A beautiful sequence there.
How
from
often
Gaia.
do you see a strawberry beat out minecart with gold? Well, that was perfect positioning from Octave to strike the Enderman from above. This is finally our first close game of the whole set,
Yeah,
Hopong.
absolutely. Looking a far bit more, pardon what, a fair bit more even here as Diamond comes out, but Bell is in hand. Two big tools, and these counters arsenals, but not as big as the minecart, which runs over Octave.
Scotland coming alive for their boys. They want to see the comeback, but Gaia is building a building with the diamond. 47 on Octave.
We are looking to just build that percent, which is a massively easy task for Steve, especially with Diamond on deck. Oh, not quite connecting with that bell. The minecart's enough to just run through the bell, but Octave not willing to go quietly into the night. The bell's back again in the possession of Octave, but the block catches it, which is a little bit upsetting if you're an Octave fan. Blasting that magma straight through with the hydrant, but another anvil comes through.
Did you see the fire hydrant push Octave away from the oncoming anvil, and that is a free forward smash. Octave right back in this.
Off the back of an excellent tech there to stop a stage spike. Octave is looking to get Gallagher going, and it starts with a 42% hydrant hit and delivers a further 13%. We have to get these percentages up here if you're an Octave fan. You're wanting to see things climb higher and higher so that you can see if Octave can beat Steve, which has an never-ending Acme arsenal, which has come out in spades this game. We're saying it's looking a lot more even, but that's still a very tentative even when Steve is on the screen.
Oh no, Hopong's 41. Octave on his final stock of the tournament potentially, but so much credit to him for even being here. Game 3 looked horrendous for him. As soon as I saw Gaia go up to 2-1, it looked like it was over. But here we are, but it's over! Gaia popping off, taking to the skies. The anvil not techable, at least not on reaction, and Octave is going to be finishing in 7th place for what I believe maybe the second knockout in a row.
Tough, pardon moi. Looking more like a pinball there was PAC-MAN. Used to navigate in mazes, but those blocks proved far more troublesome, just ricocheting wildly after that anvil. Boing, boing.